Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Raveen, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ink Thoughts podcast. So today's weather is it's raining outside and you just feel so moody because the sky is just so gloomy. But anyway, I woke up. I won't say like very late today, but it's not early. Because yesterday we came back late as one of our friends actually invited us to a party that he have, which we actually went to karaoke. It's my first time doing this in the UK. In Malaysia it's quite a common thing that we do it quite often, but not in the UK. And a few people that I met yesterday, they actually find it quite interesting and surprising, like because it's the first time that they are doing this, and so they don't really know what to expect. At least from the few person that I've spoken to. So it's a brand new idea of for them that you sing in a room and thing like this. So it was quite fun, I'll say, like seeing different people singing songs that they listen to, and some of the songs I don't really have the chance to listen to before. But anyway, it was a fun night, I'll say. So apart from yesterday night, the past whole week is just me working on my research project, which is an important thing that I should get them done, and for those problems that I'm facing, I really need to get them sorted out as soon as possible, or else I'm just afraid I won't have enough time to finish the whole thing up. But as of now, I think I'm still quite on track. So hopefully I'll get it sorted soon. So now let's get into today's topic. It's actually something that it's probably in my mind for quite some time, but I never really think about it until recently. My brother talk about it, and I think it's actually a good thing that we should really sit down and think and reflect on. So today's topic is actually on how we navigate our own timeline to greatness or to success. It is, I guess, it's a human nature that we often easily and unavoidably compare ourselves with people around us, or even people that is not around us. We see them on social media, or we heard about them. Those very successful entrepreneurs, or anyone that is out there that is doing very, very well. And some of them even achieve success in a very young age. Which then led us into thinking, why people could do that in this age, and what about me? Why am I still here doing nothing, or doing something that I don't think is quite meaningful or quite impactful at the moment? It's quite normal that we have this kind of thoughts and feelings, and it actually makes us feel so bad that why are we still at this stage, at this point, when people already did so much, are being so successful. I guess there's a lot of factors that would need to be taken into account when we're thinking about why people could do that at this age but we couldn't. And of course there's a lot of hard work that's because of different decision making processes, and also sometimes it even involves luckiness. We wouldn't know exactly what are that making someone so successful, unlike what we're experiencing. But does that mean that we are not successful? I guess no. Just that at this point we haven't achieved what we think should be considered successful yet. And one thing that we should really think about is the way we define success, because everyone defines success in different ways. It is because of different kind of stuff that affect the thing that we're thinking about and the way we make decisions and everything. But if we don't really have a very clear idea of what success should look like, we just blindly think that, yeah, someone did that, so I should do that as well. And it actually leads us to many different ways, as in like we branches out every all different kind of stuff that we're doing, which is actually sometimes it could be a good thing because you're trying different stuff, but sometimes it might just makes you feel a bit lost because you're doing all everything at once. Yeah. And recently I've encountered this idea that, yeah, welcome to Holland, as in you find pleasures in situation that you're in. Sometimes, yeah, we are in a very difficult situation and still we actually could find joy in it if only you let them in. So yeah, during that moment itself, probably we might feel, oh no, I'm so lost, I'm so worried about things that is going to happen and stuff like this. But yeah, during that moment you feel like your world is collapsing and all. But if you put more of your attention and focus into the present itself, focus on the here and now, maybe you could find a lot of joy in it. And sometimes what defines the success at the end of the day is not just the achievement that you achieve at the end of the day, it's the whole experiences that you gain throughout the process itself as well. So lessons that are meant to be learned will be learned one day. It's just earlier, or it just happened earlier or happened later in our life. So everyone might experience that in at different stages of their life, but still lessons that are meant to be learned will be learned. So the experiences that you have and you gained shouldn't be belittled. That matters actually. Yeah. And all of these experiences build up your perceptions, your perspectives, your ideas, and the way you look at the world. Yeah. So all of this are actually equally important. It's not just the achievement that you get at the end of the day matters. Yeah. So when we put our focus into the present and look at all the experiences that we are actually going through and notice those little joy and fun in it, we could make the experiences even better. And that when we are enjoying doing something, that will actually lead us to a better outcome as well. So it's like a whole package, you know what I mean? Yeah. So when you do it in a certain way, it actually leads you into a better outcome that you have been probably manifesting. And so yeah. And another thing that I've learned recently is that we often worry that what we are thinking and what we are feeling are not normal or not good. Yeah, I guess it's not just only what we always say like in Asian culture, but it's more of a human nature thing, because the world is socially constructed, and so we have a strong urge to always wanted to find ourselves to get fitted into the society and also the societal expectations. We have those urge. We want it to be fitted in. We don't want to be the odd one there. But still, if it's only that we are truly honest to ourselves, like truly, you truly acknowledge what your feelings are, your thoughts are, then it helps to make sense of the world around you and what you're experiencing and also what you're thinking about actually. And so all this helps us to navigate our way in this complex world. Of course, it's not easy to do that. Yeah, because one thing that our brain usually do is, our brain might come up with some faulty, not to say memories, what should I say? Faulty ideas or thoughts that what we are to kind of tell us what we are thinking about, but sometimes it might not be true. Yeah, so, because probably we don't want to feel like being threatened or what by our thoughts or anything like this. So yeah. And one thing that we are so worried about future is that we often compare ourselves with others, and also we probably overthink too much about future as well. We often think that future happens later, but in fact, we are actually creating our future in our minds every single day. Yeah. So when our present falls apart, so does the future that we have associated it with associated with in our mind every day. So, which this explains why we often feel so worried when something doesn't go as planned in our present. We feel that, oh no, our world is falling apart, because we have that associated future idea in our mind that makes us feel like, no, our world is crashing. And so all of this makes us feel like, oh no, there's no future for me and everything like this. That makes us feel like, no, I'm so far behind of others, and will I even become successful one day? We just magnify all those difficulties when we're going through all this pathway to success one day. But everyone actually goes through that. That's being successful isn't a very straightforward and easy thing. There's a lot of twists and turns and the journey itself, and also it's not straightforward like you complete A then you immediately be successful. It's not as easy as what we've been thinking about. But it doesn't mean that we couldn't do that, just that we might need we might need some more patience in ourselves, and some more hard work, and slowly working towards that. Yeah. And our feelings and thoughts sometimes are the one that actually makes us feel like, yeah, it's unachievable, but that's not the fact. Yeah. Just that we have to have more faith in ourselves, and it's difficult not to compare ourselves with others. I do notice that I do that as well. Yeah. I realized that, I told my brother not to compare himself to his peers, because everyone has their own timeline and for success. But after I told him all of this stuff, I sit back and think about it, and I noticed that I actually do that as well. So it's quite common that people do that, and it's probably a human nature that people do that. So the thing that we should do is, I couldn't say like, nah, don't compare yourself with others. It's not as easy. It's always easier said than being done. So what should we do is, let's be more conscious about our thoughts and feelings, and don't try to hide them. Acknowledge them and use them as a map that could help you in navigating your way towards that instead. And also, consciously notice that you have these thoughts and notice them, and so that you could tell yourself that this is not true. Yeah. And slowly you'll probably get more confident in yourself, and as you find joy in your Holland, you'll probably find greater experiences that could help you in achieving something even better at the end of the day. Yeah. So I guess that's it about the topic itself from me today. So if you guys have any thoughts about this, feel free to comment down below to share with me. And if you feel like you wanted to send us DMs instead, feel free to do so. We are always open to that. And I guess that's it for today. Thank you everyone for listening. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you are not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with a link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram or Twitter with the username of incthoughtspod. Thanks again, and see you all next week. Bye bye.